Stage 1. Still smoking. You wake up and the first thing you think about is nicotine. Before your feet hit the floor, your brain is already asking for it. You reach for the pack on the nightstand or the vape on the charger. You hit it before you brush your teeth. You hit it before you drink water. The first one of the day is the best one, and you know that, and you hate that, you know that. You shower, get dressed, and smoke again before you leave. In the car, you light one or you pull from a vape with the window cracked. At work, you count the hours between breaks. You step outside and stand in a spot you didn't choose because you like it, but because it's where they let you smoke. You check the time. You go back in. By lunch, you've had 4 or 5. You don't count anymore. You stopped counting a long time ago. You smell it on your jacket. You smell it on your fingers. You pop a mint before a meeting. You spend money on it every week, and you know the math, but you don't do the math because the number would make you sick. You tried the cheaper brand once. It wasn't the same. You went back. You buy in bulk sometimes and tell yourself it's saving money. It's not. You tell yourself you'll quit soon. You've said that before. You said it last January and the January before that. Someone close to you mentions it and you get defensive. You know they're right and that makes it worse. At night you have 1 before bed, maybe 2. You scroll your phone and hit the vape until the room smells sweet and chemical. You set it on the nightstand next to your phone like it belongs there. You fall asleep knowing tomorrow will be the same. You're not ready to stop. You're not even ready to want to stop. But somewhere in the back of your mind a clock is ticking and you can hear it when everything else goes quiet. Stage 2. The last one. You decide to quit. Something tipped it. A cough that won't leave. A number on a health screen. A kid who asked why you smell like that. A price increase. A moment where you looked at the thing in your hand and felt tired of needing it. You pick a date. You tell someone or you don't. You Google what to expect and the timelines scare you. You read forums where people describe the first week like a war. You buy gum, patches, lozenges, or you decide to go cold turkey because you want to prove something to yourself. You read the patch instructions twice. You set a reminder on your phone. You clean out your car and throw away the lighters and the empty packs wedged between the seats. You smoke your last one or you take your last hit and you try to make it mean something. It doesn't. It tastes the same as every other one. You throw the pack away or you throw the vape in a drawer. You brush your teeth. You drink water. You go to bed and your brain is already negotiating. Just one more day, it says. Start Monday. Start after the trip. Start after the stress clears. You close your eyes and feel your chest rise and fall and you try to remember what it felt like before you started. You can't. You set your alarm and you lie there knowing tomorrow is going to be different in a way you're not ready for. Stage 3. The first 72 hours. You wake up and reach for it before you remember. Your hand goes to the nightstand and there's nothing there. The absence is physical. You get up and your body feels wrong. Not sick. Just off. Like something is missing from your operating system. You brush your teeth and the craving hits in the bathroom. It hits in the kitchen. It hits when you pour coffee because coffee and nicotine were a pair and now one half is gone. You drive to work and your hands don't know what to do. You drum the steering wheel. You chew gum until your jaw hurts. You eat something you don't need because your mouth wants to be doing something. At work, the clock slows down. Every hour feels like 3. You snap at someone over nothing. You apologize and they look at you like you're losing it. You are. Your brain is rewiring and it's loud. You get headaches. Your sleep is broken. You wake up at 3 a.m. drenched in sweat. You dream about smoking and wake up guilty even though you didn't do it. You eat more. You drink more water. You pace around your apartment like you're looking for something. You open the fridge and close it. You open the drawer where you threw the vape and stare at it and close it. You walk outside and stand where the smokers stand and just breathe. Someone offers you one and you say no, and it takes everything you have. You walk away fast. You drink cold water and grip the bottle like it owes you something. The craving comes in waves, 3 to 5 minutes each. They told you that online and it's true, but 3 minutes feels like 30 when your whole body is screaming for one thing. You white-knuckle through the first day, then the second, then the third. Each night you lie down and count the hours since your last one. The number gets bigger and you hold onto it like a rope. Stage 4. The first 2 weeks. You wake up and the craving is still there, but it's different. Less sharp. More like a hum than a scream. You still reach for the nightstand some mornings. Muscle memory dies slow. You eat breakfast and it tastes stronger than you remember. Coffee hits different. Orange juice has a bite it didn't have before. Your sense of smell comes back and the world is louder because of it. You smell garbage stronger. You smell perfume stronger. You smell rain. You didn't know you were missing that. Your lungs start to open. You take a deep breath and feel it go deeper than it has in years. You cough more, not less. Your body is clearing out the damage and it sounds ugly. You carry cough drops and water everywhere. At work, you're still irritable, but you're functioning. You find new rituals. A walk after lunch instead of a smoke. A mint after dinner instead of a hit. You chew through a pack of gum a day. Your jaw is sore. Your appetite is out of control. You eat snacks at your desk, in the car, standing in the kitchen at midnight. You gain a few pounds and try not to care. You tell yourself one problem at a time. Your body is trading one craving for another, and you let it because at least food doesn't come with the Surgeon General's warning. Some moments you forget about nicotine entirely, and then you realize you forgot, and that realization is its own kind of high. You start doing the money math. 2 weeks of not buying packs or pods, you move the number to a savings app, or you just notice your account looks different. You still want it. Every single day you still want it, but you're learning that wanting something and needing it are not the same thing. Stage 5, Month 1. You wake up and nicotine is not the first thought anymore. It's the third or fourth. You think about breakfast. You think about work. Then it whispers. You hear it and you let it pass. The cravings still come, but they're spaced out now. One in the morning, one after lunch, one after dinner. They last a minute or two instead of 5. You start exercising because your lungs let you. You walk further than you used to. You take stairs without stopping. You run for the first time in years, and your chest burns, but it's a clean burn. Your skin looks different. Someone says you look healthier and you don't tell them why. Your teeth feel smoother. Your clothes don't smell. You stop carrying mints because you don't need them. You go to a bar or a party and someone lights up near you and the smell hits you 2 ways at once. Part of you wants it. Part of you is disgusted. You hold both feelings and walk away. You check the app that counts your smoke-free days and the number makes you feel something you haven't felt in a while. Pride, maybe. Or just proof that you can do something hard. You screenshot it and keep it in your camera roll. You don't post it. It's just for you. You sleep better. You fall asleep faster and stay down. You dream less about smoking. The nightstand is just a nightstand now. You still have hard days. A fight, a deadline, a loss. Your brain offers the old solution and you have to say no with your whole body. You clench your fists. You go for a walk. You call someone. But saying no is getting easier. Not easy. Easier. Stage 6, Months 2 through 6. You stop counting days. You stop checking the app. Nicotine is background noise now. It shows up at odd moments. A song that was playing when you used to smoke on the porch. A gas station where you always bought a pack. The smell of someone else's cigarette on a cold night that hits you like a time machine. You feel it and you sit with it and it passes. Your body is different. You breathe deeper. You taste everything. You have energy you forgot existed. You wake up and your chest doesn't rattle. You work out harder. You recover faster. You save hundreds of dollars and you notice it in your account like a raise you gave yourself. Your dentist says your gums look better. Your doctor says your blood pressure dropped. Numbers on a chart that used to scare you start moving in the right direction. You start to identify as a non-smoker. Not someone who is quitting, someone who doesn't smoke. The difference is small in language and massive in your head. Someone asks if you smoke and you say no. No qualifier. No story. Just no. You sit through a full dinner, a full movie, a full road trip without once thinking about it. Then one random Tuesday you're stressed and tired and the thought comes back strong. Not a whisper. A shout. You stand in a gas station staring at the rack behind the counter and your hand almost moves. You leave empty-handed and sit in your car and breathe. That moment scares you. It should. It means the addiction is still in there, quiet and patient, waiting for a weekday. You drive home and drink water and go to bed and wake up the next day still free. You learn that freedom is not the absence of the craving. It is what you do when it shows up. Stage 7. The first year. You wake up and you don't think about it. Days pass without a single craving, then a week, then 2. You forget what it tasted like. You forget the hand motion, the inhale, the way the first drag used to hit the back of your throat. You remember the idea of it, but the feeling is gone. Someone offers you a cigarette at a party and you say no thanks without effort. It's not a battle. It's just a fact. You smell smoke on someone's jacket and it smells bad. Not tempting. Just stale and sharp. You look at old photos of yourself holding a cigarette and it feels like looking at a different person. Your lungs are clear. Your stamina is up. Your resting heart rate is lower. You run further, sleep deeper, and wake up lighter. You calculate how much money you saved, and the number is real. A vacation, a car payment, a chunk of debt erased. You put it somewhere it matters. You look at the line item on your budget where cigarettes or vape pods used to be, and it says 0. That 0 feels earned. You notice other people who are where you were. The guy outside the office in the cold. The woman in the parking lot hitting a vape between meetings. You don't judge them. You were them. You know how it feels to need something that's killing you and not be able to stop. You hit your 1-year mark and it feels quiet. No fireworks. No ceremony. Just a day like any other, except you know what it cost you to get here. You know about the 3 a.m. sweats and the white-knuckle afternoons and the night you almost bought a pack and didn't. You carry that with you. Not as a trophy. As a fact. You did a hard thing and you're still doing it. Stage 8. After nicotine. You don't think about it. Not in the morning. Not after meals. Not when you're stressed. Not when you're bored. It's gone. Not suppressed. Gone. Your body doesn't ask for it. Your hands don't reach for anything. You breathe and it goes all the way down and comes all the way back up and there's nothing in the way. You live in a body that healed itself while you were busy living. Your risk numbers drop year after year. Your lungs rebuilt what they could. Your blood moves cleaner. Your heart works less hard. You added years to your life and you spend those years present, not standing outside in the cold feeding a habit that was feeding on you. You taste meals the way they were meant to taste. You smell mornings. You breathe winter air deep into your chest and it doesn't sting. You still remember what it was like. You remember the grip. You remember the math you used to avoid and the lies you used to tell yourself. Just one. Only when I drink. I can stop whenever I want. You know now that addiction doesn't argue. It just waits, and it waited, and you outlasted it. Not with willpower alone. With days, one after another. You wake up on a regular morning and the nightstand has a glass of water and a phone and nothing else. You get up, you breathe, you start your day. You are free in a way that only people who were trapped can understand. You built something no one can see and it holds.